Trojan Felly, what's up, man? USCJ here. Listen, it's the top of the morning. It's the top of the morning. I hope everybody is getting ready to get up, get out, and make some things happen this morning. Listen, we got to talk about USC getting ready to hop on the field, man. Look, you guys know every time around this year, USC gets down and dirty with it, man. They start the PRPs, the offseason workouts. A lot of guys are now officially on campus. I actually saw where Romero Eisen, big time player out of the state of Maryland, super fast burner, wide receiver. I just saw where he essentially moved in on campus, and he's on campus moving and grooving. However, from what I understand, the offseason workouts have officially begun. And listen, once they start, getting it going, these workouts before camp, you guys know that this is where, we essentially make our money. You put in the work, you build the muscle, you build the mass, you get faster, and then you practice on your craft. Whatever your skill set is, whether if you're linebacker, whether if you are D tackle, your receiver, cornerback, you practice on your craft and target your position. Now, a lot of people, ironically, I was sitting in the gym yesterday, and I was at the gym. I was in the steam room, and the guy who follows the channel said, Jay, he said, realistically, man, how do you think this team will be based on, what's what? And so I started having a conversation with him, and we kind of talked about, I said, look, man, this year's defensive line from last year's defensive line, how are you feeling about it? Do you think it's an automatic upgrade? And he said, yes. I said, you look at the guys like Keyshawn Silver, you look at Josh Jarrett, you look at all these guys that we got, it's an immediate upgrade. And then you look at some of the transfer portal guys. We'll talk about them. But I want to talk about mainly some of these guys that are coming in. You look at some of these transfer portal guys like a Tamir Robertson, who I believe is going to be like a inside linebacker. You look at Urlacher, who's going to be a safety. You look at Chasen Johnson, who's going to be a quarterback. And then you look at Zacharias, man. All of these guys that we got, there are some big time players. But when you look at the D-line guys, transfer guys, we got Josh Jarrett and Keyshawn Silver, and you couple them with some of the guys we already have, Cam Fountain, Braylon Shelby, Carlon Jones, Kobe Pepe, all of these guys have already got their size up, and we can't forget about Devin Tompkins. He is going to probably be, I'm already pegging him in for to be the MVP of this season for defense, because I think he's just going to do some phenomenal things. Somebody even asked me about Anthony Lucas just yesterday. Anthony Lucas was kind of sidelined and hampered by injury, but he will be back as well coming up this fall. And so I think there are some phenomenal things that are taking place. But some of the guys that we haven't talked about, and a lot of people haven't been talking about, was a couple of these guys that just came in, excuse me, with the 2025 class. We had some guys that came in like a Floyd Bucard, Cash Jacobson, but then we had a couple of other guys as well that didn't make it here until this week. And so one of them, man, we'll talk about him, man. One of them is a big-time guy. You guys know Gus Cordova, man. I kind of softly touched on him last week. He's a guy who was on my show. You guys saw the energy, man. If you guys haven't seen it, go back and watch USC. You got to go in the live section and just scroll up. Look up USCJ live section, Gus Cordova. Man, you can tell that energy is all the way different with a guy like Gus. But look, man, he's going to have a real opportunity to compete. He's going to get in there and move and groove, and I believe he's going to put that energy out there. Whether he starts or not, that's a whole nother story, but I do believe Gus got what it takes to get in there and make some noise, man. So let's see what happens with him, but we got some more help coming from the edge. And then you also got a guy like Jaden Ramos, who was actually on my show as well. He's coming in, big-time player out of the state of Texas, highly productive guy, put up some phenomenal numbers. And I liked his energy when he was on my show as well. So I want you guys to think about some of these guys that we're talking about, because a lot of people were basing it on the roster that we had coming out this spring, but there are some more pieces that we see now, and they can start they'll start working out together as of this week. And these guys are going to be big-time players. And then we also got AJ Tuateli. He was happened to be on my show as well. You're talking about these last three guys we named. All three of these guys, AJ Tuateli coming from Las Vegas, Nevada area. He plays inside linebacker. He's getting ready to get it on and popping, on and cracking this week. Listen, now is the time, and the time is now. This is going to be our team for this whole season, and I'm happy and I'm excited about the depth, because I believe, God forbid, if injuries take place, I believe we got opportunity to be able to kind of no major drop off when you're talking about any type of injury that were to occur. And so now you got D. Reddick, who I heard is just a phenomenal player. He's coming in from the state of Georgia, playing that cornerback safety position in the secondary. And then, of course, you got Matai, who I call the Swiss Army knife, extremely fast, man. He's playing linebacker, but wouldn't surprise me if they moved him around a little bit just because his versatility and his size. USC is getting ready to get somebody that's a very, very special player, an extremely fast player, and it's going to be really go time with him. And then you got a guy like Harry Dalton, man. You guys know he's out of the DMV area, just like Ramiro Eisen, a big-time running back, man. He runs hard, man. He has some great cutbacks, and I like his skill set, man. So, look, you guys hit me in the comments. You guys can tell me what you think. And then you get the one-of-a-kind, man, that just happened. You got R.J. Sermon, man. I think I saw a picture with him on campus last week or over the weekend, one of them. And so, look, like he's ready to get it there already. So reinforcement is all the way coming in right now, man. These USC Trojans are getting ready to go to battle, and I'm extremely excited about the guys that we got coming in that a lot of people don't know about. And I don't want you to forget about Tanuk Hines. He is a blazer. He blazed this past track season. Man, I want to say he ran like under a 21 in the 200, something crazy. And then the 100, he was down there. I think it was right around like a 10-2 or something. So look, man, these are the guys we got coming, man. It's really about to be go time. We won't have after June leaves. This is it. Once we get to the month of June, man, get your football gear ready, get your workout clothes together, get everything popping because look, we are really going to be put the full court press on as to what things are getting ready to take place with this USC football program, man. We're going to start hearing a lot more. Even the NFL going to start doing some things. So hit me in the comments. You guys tell me what you think. But those are some of the players, man, that we can expect to come in. I believe I got all of them. I'm excited. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen with the transfer guys, Chase and Johnson, see how they're going to, mix and mingle with those guys. Who's going to play the cornerback position? You guys know we're high on Braylon Shelby. We're high on DeCarlos Nicholson. We're high on Isaiah Rubin. We're high on everybody that's out. Prophet Brown, whether he plays the nickelback spot, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to personally peg anybody to be anywhere. After they come out of camp, that could be what it is. But right now, I think we got good enough players, man. Let these guys work. Let them do what they got to do. I'm happy to see guys like Bishop Fitzgerald, as well as maybe Christian Pierce, and then, of course, Ramsey. So we got stuff going on, man. It's moving and grooving. So you guys hit me in the comments, man. And the running back room is a whole nother story. Receiver room as well. So hit me in the comments, man. You guys already know where you can find me. Listen, tomorrow evening, I will be having Isan Tafa on at 4 p.m. West Coast time. Mountain time, that's going to be 5 p.m. And then it's going to be 7 p.m. for the East Coast time, man. So, look, you guys make sure you tap in. You guys asked for it. You guys said, Jay, we love the interviews. So be on there for the interviews, man. Have your questions ready so we can make sure we present it to Isan and himself. So, look, man, I'm out of here, man. Happy Wednesday, happy Tuesday, rather, to everybody, man. Until later on, listen, everybody stay blessed. Fight on, fight on, fight on.